Sad news. Rhode Island's iconic judge, Frank Caprio, has died this afternoon. The retired municipal court judge.
The world said goodbye to Judge Frank Caprio at the age of 88. His family confirmed his passing, and since then, we've all been reflecting on his remarkable life as a man who was more than just a judge. He became a symbol of kindness, empathy, and fairness that resonated across the globe. His courtroom moments, once confined to Providence, Rhode Island, sparked a wave of emotion that reached every corner of the world. Judge Caprio's rise to fame was unexpected. What started as a local television show, Court in Providence, quickly transformed into a global phenomenon. His courtroom wasn't just a place for legal disputes, it was a space where compassion met justice. People didn't just see a judge, they saw a human being who truly cared. Judge Caprio listened, not just to the legalities, but to the heart of every story. He didn't just administer the law, he made it feel personal, as if each case was the most important thing in the world. Through social media, clips from his show spread like wildfire, reaching millions across YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. His gentle yet firm approach to justice, filled with humor and humanity, captivated people everywhere. One of the most unforgettable moments came when an elderly father appeared in court. He was speeding, rushing to get his son to the hospital for cancer treatment. Judge Caprio didn't scold him. Instead, with profound empathy, he spoke the words that brought tears to so many. Sometimes, being a parent means doing whatever it takes for your child, even if it means breaking the speed limit. That simple yet powerful moment went viral, touching hearts all over the world. People couldn't believe they were witnessing a judge who acted like a father, not just an authority figure. There was also the adorable moment with a little boy, standing in court as the judge for the day. Judge Caprio, always knowing how to bring joy, invited the boy to make a decision about a fine. The boy giggled, made his choice, and the room erupted in laughter. It was a moment of innocence and kindness in a place that typically stood for rules and regulations. Social media buzzed with comments about how this simple act reminded everyone of the power of kindness and innocence, even in a courtroom. Then, there was the mother, struggling to make ends meet. She stood before Judge Caprio, overwhelmed by her financial burdens, unable to pay her parking fines. Instead of demanding full payment, Judge Caprio listened, asked thoughtful questions, and showed understanding. He reduced her penalty, offering words that struck a chord with millions. Justice should never break someone who is already struggling. People shared this moment by the thousands, calling it a true testament to humanity in the judicial system. Perhaps the most emotional video was one where a grieving father stood before the judge, his heart heavy with loss. His son had just passed away, and the pain in his eyes was palpable. Judge Caprio didn't rush him or offer empty words. He listened, comforted, and showed true empathy, reminding us all of the humanity we often forget exists within the justice system. This moment, more than any other, reminded us that sometimes justice isn't about fines or rules, it's about understanding and compassion. Judge Caprio's respect for people extended beyond the courtroom, as seen in his interaction with a veteran struggling both financially and with health issues. With deep respect, Caprio reduced the penalties and thanked the man for his service, his empathy rooted in his own immigrant background and appreciation for sacrifice. Judge Frank Caprio's legacy isn't defined by the laws he upheld, but by the hearts he touched. His courtroom moments weren't just about justice, they were about humanity. They showed us that kindness, empathy, and understanding can transform a moment of legal tension into something deeply personal and emotional. His passing leaves a void, but his legacy will live on in the hearts of those who were touched by his compassion. Judge Frank Caprio's impact reached far beyond the walls of his Providence courtroom. Audiences from all corners of the world were moved by the way he handled each case with dignity and respect. Veterans, for instance, felt honored just watching him. His interactions were a testament to his understanding of sacrifice, and his moments with military families were shared widely, resonating deeply. They felt that Judge Caprio's respect for service wasn't just about words, it was in the way he treated everyone with the honor they deserved. The love he showed toward veterans was more than a viral moment. It was a reminder that true respect knows no boundaries. Judge Caprio also connected with immigrants, many of whom stood in his courtroom speaking broken English, trembling with nerves. The way he made them feel heard, smiling and guiding them through the legal process spoke volumes. These videos became powerful symbols of hope for immigrant communities around the world. They watched as this judge, a figure of fairness, reminded them that justice, especially in America, could be compassionate. The world, through translated subtitles, was able to witness this kindness firsthand, and it didn't matter what language it was in, kindness needed no translation. But not every viral clip was filled with heavy emotions. Some moments were lighter, filled with humor, and those clips captured hearts just as much. Judge Caprio's playful teasing, whether it was about breakfast choices, sports teams, or funny excuses for parking tickets, brought a warmth to the courtroom that few had ever seen. People loved how he blended seriousness with a genuine appreciation for the lighter moments in life. It was a reminder that justice could still be humane, even in its most serious form. Why did his videos go viral across the globe? because they showed something that many never expected from a courtroom humanity. We often think of courts as cold and impersonal, filled with strict rules and harsh penalties. But Judge Caprio's courtroom felt different. It was a place where fairness and compassion collided. His works broke through cultural, linguistic, and geographic boundaries. That's why his clips translated into languages like Arabic, Spanish, Hindi, and Chinese were reshared across social platforms. People were inspired by a judge who proved that the law didn't have to be void of heart. After his passing, social media exploded with tributes. On YouTube, people revisited his most famous moments, sharing them under titles like Remembering the World's Nicest Judge. On Instagram and Facebook, his words and actions lived on, helping others navigate their own tough days. Twitter, now X, was filled with threads that retold their favorite moments, and TikTok users reshared clips with emotional music, often teary-eyed. Comment sections overflowed with gratitude, as viewers admitted, "I never met him, but he made me feel seen." Judge Caprio's kindness had a profound impact on so many people, perhaps even more than he ever realized. His family too shared heartfelt messages about the man they knew. They spoke of his warmth, his love for people, and how proud they were to see him touch the lives of so many. In Providence, where Judge Caprio had served for decades, the community mourned the loss of not just a judge, but a neighbor, a friend, and a symbol of fairness. His courtroom moments became a living memorial, a reminder of the man who touched so many lives. Judge Caprio's legacy is powerful. He changed how we see judges. He reminded us that the legal system doesn't have to be cold or distant. It can still be rooted in human stories, understanding, and empathy. His nickname, the world's nicest judge, wasn't just a title, it's a legacy that will live on. Even though Judge Caprio is no longer with us, his videos continue to circulate, still evoking laughter, tears, and inspiration. His courtroom was a place where law met humanity, and that's why the world will never forget Judge Frank Caprio.